I may be here in St. Louis, but this gaggle of people I have around me is a graffiti crew from Melbourne, Australia. Hey guys, thanks for joining me.
Hey.
All right, first of all, each of you, please introduce yourselves.
I'm Myla.
Dabs.
Deviate.
Ask him.
All right, tell me how you guys all started doing the graffiti, what is your training, as well as how you all found each other.
I started doing graffiti maybe around two and a half years ago. This is my boyfriend, so I started painting with him, and then we started painting. I started painting with the other guys as well, so that's pretty much.
And you guys are both illustrators?
Yeah, we sure are.
Probably been painting for about 12 years or so. Started early, just being a kid, messing around, and then gradually progressed to doing more complicated work, and yeah.
And do you do this full time?
Pretty much. I work when I have to support my painting, but if I could, I wouldn't work at all.
And I pretty much just started listening to hip-hop and sort of got into it through that, like a lot of young kids, and then that sort of let me become a sign writer, and yeah, still painting, so.
There is no definition of graffiti. It's completely undefinable. Graffiti in itself is just marking a surface which has been around for thousands and thousands of years. Modern graffiti, I suppose, people generally assume is just scribbling and tagging and stuff like that, but it's not. It's a massive, big group of different stuff. It's also a way of life. I mean, graffiti in itself is a way to live by painting, and you're driving down the street, you're looking for spots, you're looking at different tags, you're looking at your world when you're a graffiti writer is different. You see different things than other people would.
It consumes a lot of graffiti. I would imagine a lot of writers. It consumes so much of your life, and some people maybe too much. Like some mates of mine, and most writers, even at one point, it just consumes your whole life.
What do you mean by that? Why?
Because it's all you think about.
It's very addictive. It's very addictive. Once you start and you start getting recognition, and people say, "I saw your work there, I saw your work there," you want more. You could paint 100 canvases in your house and no one could ever see them, whereas you can walk down the street and paint the same picture on a wall and everyone in that neighbourhood will see it. It's not really a rebellious thing, but I mean, we're forced to look at advertising every day, billboards, all this sort of stuff that we're getting shoved into our face without our choice. We don't get asked if we want to look at billboards of cars or billboards of women or billboards of this and that, Yet, as soon as we want to express ourselves, it's called graffiti, and it's illegal and it's bad, and it shouldn't do it. So it's kind of a bit of a rebellious thing about that too. Talk
to me a little bit about what it's like to be a woman kind of in this guy environment, and what are some other misconceptions about typical graffiti artists?
Well, I don't know what it's like to be a guy that does the graffiti. I don't know what it's like to be a guy, full stop. So, all I can say is I do it. I never really feel like I'm an outsider in it, and if I did, then I wouldn't do it. Do you know what I mean? But
maybe there'd be
I think
a very small amount of all the people that Em would paint with, like us, and other people that we know are pretty cool people, but there'd be one.
There's some guys that would definitely think that it's a guy thing and that a girl shouldn't do it. Do you know what I mean? But no one that I know, I don't think they think that. Do you know what I mean? So, there's things that I don't do because I'm a girl, and also because I'm me. I don't want to paint trains. I don't want to go onto bridges and get really dirty and stuff,
and pretty grimy though,
and hold on to things and be really scared. That's not what I would do.
She's tougher than she's saying that.
Even if it wasn't graffiti and it was something else, I wouldn't want to do that anyway.
Different styles, but they all work beautifully together. How are you able to kind of combine all this?
Well, with myself, I guess
I'm more of a letter person, so I'm not really doing a lot of characters and things like that, and it's just a long journey. It's just something you can't really plan how your style's going to be, and you know you might see little bits and pieces from other people, but it's just a long progression, and it's quite an individual progression as well.
It's the same as any other artist. Whether you paint what you like or just whatever comes.
I think our styles as well, they kind of, they're definitely different in this room, you can see, but they're also similar. I think because we do spend a significant time with each other that, you know, without us even thinking, we would pick up things from each other, like different skills or like, you know, different like little things that you'd add to your piece or shapes that maybe you wouldn't automatically think of, or if you were painting with other people, maybe you'd get a different flavour in there. But I think that's probably one reason why they flow together.
It's all good in the family.
And we've been painting together a long time, so we know each other's strengths, we know each other's weaknesses, we know, you know, who should go where and that sort of stuff to balance it out. And it's just practice, I suppose.
People might be surprised that you guys not only paint on walls, but you also paint on canvas. Which came first?
I didn't do canvases for a long time. I was strictly painted walls and stuff like that. But it's just a natural progression. You want to further your career and get better, more recognition. And for the whole graffiti scene, you want to put forward a more positive outlook of it and try and educate people, really. Because that's a lot of the misconception, is people just don't understand it and have never been told what it is or anything like that. So, yeah, it's just something, it's just a natural thing, I think.
If you had a fantasy surface to cover with graffiti, what would it be? I want each of you to answer that. Some area or some object, anywhere in the world.
Like a NASA rocket. That'd be pretty good, right? If it had to go into space, though. That's pretty good, right?
Anybody else?
Probably either like a New York train.
Oh, that's
or
too obvious.
Oh, the entire planet would be a nice starting point. Just somewhere where people can't miss it and it's going to last.
Yeah, I'm fairly simple. I'd say a New York subway car.
Okay.
I don't know, these guys have pretty much covered some amazing things, but I was just really thinking of a really nice wall, like a nice rendered wall. But, you know,
That's
anything will do.
Easy fantasy to fulfill.
Well, thank you so much, guys. You've given me a little bit of an education here and opened my eyes into the graffiti world. Thanks so much.
Thank you.